At Minnesota, they have everything from a Heisman to a Nagurski in their rich legacy. And today in Minneapolis, the Golden Gophers hope to add another memorable chapter. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So the Michigan State Spartans offense will get the first crack at it here. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
To the ground to try to move the chains. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Spartans will hustle to the line.
And I think on that last run play on 3rd down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team. We're going to run the football, even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And the pass hits, picked off.
I know this defense statistically hasn't been one of the best against the pass this year, but they have had some guys banged up. They believe they've got difference makers on the back end that just need to make more plays. That DB right there is one of those guys. If he does it here on the opening drive, getting a huge interception.
The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll run the RPO and pull it right. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Pressure coming. And he'll chuck it into the cheap seats there and save the down. Nobody getting open there. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. And they got him for the sack.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let him get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback. And
the diving catch down the right side. They gave themselves room to operate with that first play. Now first down from the 37. This guy fits that Spartan quarterback mold, a guy who makes plays, a Jeff Smoker, a Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, a guy that you can depend on. You got to find that guy that can complement who you are and what you are, and so you can get a lot of the fans going, go green, go white. Find the competent quarterback to this offense.
Wants to fire on second down. Gets rid of it. Caught near the sticks. It's Keith. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. That ball is intercepted at the goal line.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be...
And they got him in the end zone for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
He'll field the punt and see what he can get.
The return is brought down at the 45. And the Michigan State offense will take over.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. The Spartans in the hurry up. The green and white love that tough guy reputation, and they're getting it done on the ground.
Yeah, that's exactly who this program is. That's what they're built on. Every team you go back in the history of Michigan State, you're going to find what? A bell cow running back that you can feed.
A little release to the back. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now. If they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
Swings it out to his running back. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. He makes a grab, and he will score. Touchdown, Spartans.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
First down here for the offense. Wide out in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Makes the tackle at the 31. It's a pickup of 5 on the play.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
That's reeled in. It's Hawkins. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here.
Encroachment.
Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. To the air on first down. Spits it out to the back. It's complete. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. And the offense will accept the penalty and move the ball forward. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Now from inside the red zone. And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Harris back to pass. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. The aerial assault continues. He's got it on the run. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Really nice play call there because the defense might have been thinking on 3rd and short in the red zone. They're probably going to run the football instead. They throw it, catch him off guard, and now they've got 1st and goal.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst. He showed all of those attributes right there.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
9, Minnesota.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollock.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack a...
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. A 1st down for the offense. Handoff from the gun. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
Man, I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Encroachment, defense.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Just feeds the running back. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
It's really hard on a defense to drop back, know it's pass, and then a quarterback like that, he just has the ability to pull it down and just, bam, shoot through a hole, chew up yards so fast, outrun fast guys. It's just really hard.
Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big body frames, threaten them to run the football, to be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into it.
Yeah, or find an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the... For the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Line gets set, first down. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on first down. These corners backing off a bit. Throws to the back. Got it on the run. And he's dragged down.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They'll line up for a second down play. Harris will throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. And guys, they really need to make something happen on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after it. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of it. He lost one down the sideline. He's got it upright. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's first and 10. Going for it all. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, then.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout...
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan State. After the touchdown, if they can get this 2, we'll have a tie ball game. Bust a pass. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. One-score game, still the first half, and they want the ball right back, going for the onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play...
A shot toward the end zone. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sent it the other way.
I love defenses that make big plays, that understand what they're trying to get from the offense, understand how to attack it, jump some of these routes, make these interceptions, and then not only that, when you get got to do something with it. Don't slide down. Don't take a knee. Back to the house, you set your offense up for great field position.
I love that play call, and quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Harris back to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Minnesota!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Complete. They almost got a first down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be third down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Wants to throw on third down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. He wants to throw. Lofts one high and deep. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. He caught it. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And the Spartans will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
And this offense has got to find a way to get some giddies, some layups, some screens. They need some yaks, some yards after the catch. They got to find some guys that can make some plays for this offense.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Sparty.
Man, what a great job by this offense finishing the half. It wasn't perfect. You're still trailing, but now you've cut that lead to a one-score game. Now in the second half, we can come out, make some things happen. We just created some big momentum for this offense. Now we take it into halftime.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive. Give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football game.
Harris will throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Still on his feet at the 45. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's gotten ready for a first down.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Yeah, run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
And he'll be brought down. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. Sparty's defensive front is dominating. They have a great history of doing that.
Yeah, getting after the quarterback, man. Getting off the football, getting upfield, being disruptive, being a great...
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. The Golden Gophers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it. He's going to throw deep right side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Spartans. An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This has been a rough night for this offensive line. Man, they have not protected their quarterback. Everything starts with the big guys up front. That's their 5th sack given up of the game.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Golden Gophers will try to pin them back with the punt. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Looking to go up top on first down. He's going to let it go. Makes the grab on the right. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. When you drop dimes like that, you're right. There is a school that's known to all, and it's on the banks of the Red Cedar.
And that will get Kirk Cousins breaking out with the bling-bling and doing the dances. But I'll tell you what, when they can find a guy that can continue to make plays off of play action and be that game manager, I think Michigan State can have a great season.
They're trying to get to it. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped offside.
Offside. Defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Touch pass on the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And they finally ride him down at the 1-yard line. The Spartans moving quickly to the line. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. And they'll get off 1 more play before the end of the quarter. Harris back to pass. It's another safety. Can you believe this? 2nd of the game. So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. They'll try to put it in drive this time on 2nd down from the 22. He's looking to throw. He wants to go deep. Pulls it in on the right. And the big gain. They've got it on the 46. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Getting some heat. On the run, still looking. Got it in stride inside the 20. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Feeling some heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
You try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week, you got to be ready to execute the red zone.
Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Michigan State. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some 1st downs together. Get some good mojo going.
And this sophomore quarterback learning when to use his legs to move the chains.
These guys aren't human. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes. And then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Quarterback on the keeper. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And they'll try to bite a chunk out of this lead on 3rd and goal. Harris will throw. Flushed out of the pocket. He was thinking touchdown on the scramble, but they're able to stop him short of the end zone.
Man, what an unbelievable stop by this defense. 4th down and goal. You gave up some yards. You stuck with it. You knew the QB was going to have the football in his hands. You didn't let him get to the goal line. The big 4th down stop.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. The best way this offense can say thanks for that 2 spot is by following it up with a score of their own, David.
Really fun when your defense does that. When they get you back the football, and they score some points, Palmer. Put those points up on the board. Usually brag about it, especially defensively. We got more points than you, but good opportunity for this offense to get more.
Yeah, it's you scratch my back, I scratch yours kind of thing right now. I'll tell you, if this offense is able to go down the field and put up a touchdown, this could be a potentially 9 to 10 point swing based on your defense getting you that safety. You've got great field position now. You've got to take advantage.
Find some room, and that's what you want to get away from the goal line. A 5-yard pickup out to the 6. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Buying some time. He's going to take off. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. You've got a 3rd and manageable back up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
And 1st down for the offense.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and lead the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
Quarterback checking the play. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Blasted as he lets it go. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Let's go. Talk about having 1 foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Going up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Harris back to pass. Trying to get to it. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
And that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Running back searching for a hole. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The give to the back. Once for the tackle. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
for the offense.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
Yeah, it's amazing how much offense has just boomed in college football. So good. So many ways to hurt you. And you saw both of these offenses put on the show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing.
Welcome to the banks of the Red Cedar, where there's a school that's known to all. Its specialty is winning. Boy, do they hope the Spartans play good ball. East Lansing ready for this showdown in homestanding Michigan State. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the Purdue Boilermakers taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Boilermakers will boot it away to start the game. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Michigan State's offense will get the first possession of the game. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
And receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. And that swagger sets the tone for this offense. And Jesse, you...
Hey! And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
Illegal line in the back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offense has a 2nd down play. He'll do it himself. That'll be a beneficial run as he creates some breathing room and gets it up to the 13-yard line.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. If he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. And the Spartans will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got great speed. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. From the shotgun, the inside give. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Safe completion on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield.
Well, in a situation like that where it's 3rd and long, there's not a lot of plays to get that thing completed and keep the drive moving. So you're just trying to buy yourself some real estate to help your punter out.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, Dave, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
He's got an open man. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Spartans come to the line in the hurry-up. The Spartans very efficient with this passing game.
You like that, Reese? You like that? I think so. This is an offense that, listen, when you've got a guy back there that can be efficient. Make no mistake, they're going to run the football, but when you get that Kirk Cousins guys, you start to really like the offense.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
They're trying to go option, and they're trying to put that defensive end in a bind, but he's just way too athletic, and he guessed right. The quarterback was keeping the ball. He knew it and was able to make the...
Incomplete.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. It's complete. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. He'll pull it on the read. And he'll finish the run and the end zone.
It's just so nice to have a signal call who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Some misdirection with the counter. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The big pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 1. He'll try it again. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the change for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Fires left. He's got it.
Illegal touch. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Kramer. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Boilermakers headed quickly to the line. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Quickly complete. They get him down after he makes the catch. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. Trying play action. Quickly to the tight end. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. The Boilermakers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Jamison. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4. It's 2nd and 14. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. And the Boilermakers send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. How about this? It's out of bounds inside the 10, and they're going to mark it right around the 5-yard line. What a great job there. To the ground with the back. Strong run and useful. Picks up 4 out to the 9. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. He's got his man. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. From their own 18-yard line, it's 1st down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Quarterback on the keeper. Got the first down. Looking for more. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold it.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line getting set on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's going for it all. Makes the the catch on the left. Running toward the tape. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Spartans.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats, and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
We're only in the first half, and I don't think anybody had an onside kick in the second quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You've got to make them pay for gambling.
Using the quick game. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Boilermakers want to pick up the tempo. Defense in press coverage. Off-play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Back to the air one more time. Buys a little extra time. Still on his feet. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, the defense just spent a whole lot of energy, too. That was a long play. That developed and took time, and they were pursuing, and they weren't able to get him initially. So you got dudes huffing and puffing and sucking wind, and this offense all of a sudden down close to your goal line. You might want to consider subbing some fresh bodies out on the field.
Just about picked off in the end zone, and that would have put a stop to this scoring threat. Instead, it'll be second down. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They'll start this drive with a pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
Coming after it. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, this guy is just starting to take this game over. Sack on first down, sack on second down, and now on third down, this offense, they better identify where this guy's lining up, and they better get him double teamed because they can't block him.
He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Spartans come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. Oh, that is a nice move to get the ball out to the 36. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. He'll do it himself. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Spartans want to crank the tempo. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
He'll keep it himself. Got enough for the first. At the 35, he's loose. Oh, look out, there he goes. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan State. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. The give from the gun. Nice move to keep moving. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? They'll try to power their way ahead. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He's looking to pass. They'll run the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. It's good.
You want to talk about leg talent? That kid just made that kick 40-plus yards into the wind. That's incredible.
He'll bring it out. It's Meadows. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Skips away from pressure. He'll turn it loose out to the right. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Now looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 26. Looking to throw for it. Quickly out to the tight end. Hey, that's a live ball. And the defense has got it in there trying to pick up some yards. Touchdown, Boilermakers! The defense takes own hands. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Well, the upside is you could get a 1st down. The downside is you could blow the game going for it inside your own 30. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. Getting late here in the 1st half, they'll have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be
fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Purdue!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On the move from inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They'll try to put it in drive this time on second down from the 22. He's looking to throw. He slings it deep to the left. It's complete. A huge pickup. And the Spartans want to move quickly. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Wants to throw on first down. They're trying to get to it. He'll pull it down and run. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Fires toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Sparty!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. On the run, it's Jamison. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The Boilermakers will punt this one away. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Offense getting set for first down. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Really, really nice football play. Man, I got to understand option football. I got to play my responsibility, make sure that I know what I'm doing. Look at the linebacker. Great job doing that. Staying patient, getting to the quarterback, making the big tackle.
The Spartans are in the hurry up. They're getting this guy lathered up. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Quick tempo here for the offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. And the Spartans will snap it on first and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. At the 20, he's got space. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Looking for the score. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. He's got it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude can throw it through a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Michigan State, 35. Purdue,
bringing it out. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it. And the big tight.
Can anyone catch it? And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They believe they can run right here. Able to get a couple on the play. He's down at the 9. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding. Offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Takes the handoff. It's Jamison. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The offense set for a 1st down play. They'll leave it with him. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a 1st down. The Spartans racing to the line in the hurry-up. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. Let's see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 48. From the gun, to give, looking for room.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Shoots it to the left. Wide open downfield. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. And the Spartans with the 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Oh, he left him grabbing. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one. Touchdown, Michigan State. And the punishment has been extended.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and the ability up front and belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Clemson was far from the friendly confines of Death Valley, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, and you know what I mean. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. From the gun, running back gets to give. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Michigan State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. First down to start the drive after the break. He's going to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. He makes the connection. They make the stop. Still some work to do to pick up that first down. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that?
Not much you can do. He's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to stop that throwaway.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. It's caught. They are on the move. As they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 28. The Boilermakers are on the move. Finds his big tight end. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. First down here for the offense. They'll go to the air. Firing to the right, complete. Finds a crease at the 20. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical. And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all that, this is 4-down territory, too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
42, Purdue, 28.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
All right, I know we're winning, and that's great. But at some point, we got to stop getting our quarterback killed. Like, we got to protect the most important player on the field. Please?
Fires one high and deep. the catch. All kinds of room to the right. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Smarty. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Extending the play. Sliding off the defender. Oh, it's a fumble. And he falls on top of his own fumble, and the offense will retain possession.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is coming around for 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense very lucky to get that football back.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Looking to scramble. Trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. Wants to throw on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Hardy. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. He's looking to throw on third and short. Fires to the wideout. And that ball is picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A first down for the offense. Smart move to keep it on the ground. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Spartans in the hurry-up.
And that running back essentially just did everything right. Not only did he rip off a 9-yard run with the lead late in the game, but he stayed in bounds. He had the awareness that if I stay in bounds, the clock keeps running, and it increases our chances of winning this game.
He got enough for the first down before sliding, but there is a marker on the field. It might be coming back. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Setting up the screen. At the 20, he's got space. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. He'll come out throwing on first down. Getting some heat. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and
and this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, looking for the completion. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give to the tailback.
Ball carried by the running back.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses that